Hi, welcome to Roy's Book Reviews. This is the final video for my channel that I am filming in the year 2023. Happy New Year's to those of you who celebrate. It's only a few days away from New Year's Day 2024. But here in 2023, I wish to discuss with you the novel The Nightingale by Kristin. And I don't know if you can see from the little medallion right here, since everything gets reversed when you hold it up to a phone camera. And it says, soon to be a major motion picture, which means either that it has already been made into a movie, perhaps you've already seen it, or will be coming your way soon. And from the level of eventfulness in this book, the story definitely has a lot going on for it. I think it should make for a pretty solid movie. And let me get on to talking about the book, which is a story that takes place during World War II. If you've ever watched a World War II movie, then you've no doubt seen depictions of evil Nazi men and heroic men of the Allied forces who fought in one way or another to keep Hitler from taking over the world. The Nightingale is an exceptional, hefty novel about German occupation of France during the war that centers on the heroism of French women. Two in particular, sisters Isabelle and Vienne. Isabelle is the more badass of the two, not content to sit at home and wait to be saved when she can go out and do some saving of her own. Not feeling particularly doted upon by her father, who never recovered from the previous war that he fought in, or the loss of his wife, so he drinks heavily in place of being a parent. Isabelle feels free of entanglement and lives as if she has nothing to lose. Vienne, on the other hand, has a young daughter in her care, so she is not able to be as reckless as her sister. Isabelle joins a group of rebels that help the cause of defeating Germany any way they can, such as escorting to safety various pilots who survived their planes being brought down by the German military. Vienne's husband leaves to fight in the war and is captured. This leaves her and their daughter Sophie on their own, until a German soldier moves into their home because, as the conquerors, they can do whatever they want, and French citizens must bear it the best they can. The soldier is a fairly decent man, all things considered. But when he is on the verge of finding the pilot that Isabelle has brought to temporarily hide on the property, Isabelle shoots him while Vienne goes upside his head with a shovel. His death, which of course they must hide, leads to a new German soldier being billeted in Isabelle's home. This one is far less decent of a human. The Nightingale is a big book, and a lot of stuff takes place in it. Its narrative goes back and forth between Isabelle's exploits that earn her the code name The Nightingale. One of those exploits is falling in love with a fellow rebel, and Vienne's struggle to survive Nazi occupation of her town and her home, and risking her safety by bringing Jewish children to shelter. Then there's a third thread that is visited less frequently. In it, the narrative jumps forward to 1995. In 1995, an elderly woman who's recently moved into an assisted living complex has been diagnosed with a return of cancer. This woman has been invited to an event in France. We understand that she must be one of the sisters, but we don't know which one. This is a secret for us to find out in the book's final pages. She tries to take the trip secretly, but her son is onto her, while also knowing little to nothing about her heroic past. In France, for the first time, the son finally learns when people who are indebted to the sisters pay homage to them, about the extraordinary feats of his mother and his aunt, during the war. He finds out that as much as he thought he knew his mother, she's largely unknown to him. And now he will begin to learn much of the history, though probably not all of it, on account of a major reason that I'm not going to spoil. Of two incredible women who fought tooth and nail to preserve their own lives while also saving those of many others. Thanks to the moving prose of Kristin Hannah, we readers are led to think of the hell that is war in ways that may not have occurred to us before, starting with realization that the men at the front were not the only brave souls who fought and killed and died for a righteous cause, not by a long shot. I highly recommend The Nightingale. The writing is not quite on the level of All the Light We Cannot See, another novel about German occupation of France during World War II that I read and reviewed on this channel. I was absolutely floored by that book. But be that as it may, Kristin Hannah definitely proves herself talented enough to provide a gripping tale that readers will not easily forget. So those are my thoughts on The Nightingale by Kristin Hannah. Here's the book cover again. I am wishing you in 2024 that you are nothing but healthy and happy and doing plenty of reading of great books. Hopefully not too many DNFs for you in the near future. Perhaps you will see fit to read one of my books. Hopefully I will have a new one coming out in 2024 and nearing the end of the first draft of my third novel right now. I'm not sure what I'm going to call it yet. Tentatively titled Brothers, but I'm not sure if I'm going to stick with that title or not. Anyway, until my next video drops, this is Roy of Roy's Book Reviews wishing you happy reading.